Hello everybody, welcome to George Crafts. I have a jewellery making project for you today. We are going to make a bracelet very similar to this one. I really enjoy making these projects because they're nice and simple, they work out really quickly and they look very professional when they're finished. They're actually really great techniques for people who are just getting into jewellery making because it gives you lots of practice at turning loops and using jump rings. So I have with me some eye pins. So basically it's a long thin piece of metal with a loop at one end. I've got some glass beads. They've come from this pack here, which are from Viking Loom, which is a company in York. I bought these from Scotch Lodge Farm. And I've got lobster claw clasp, large jump ring and several smaller jump rings. So to begin with, we need to start off by turning loops in the ends of our pins. So I'll show you how to do that. So take one of your eye pins, pop your bead onto the end of it, and then you'll need some flat nose pliers. Hold on to the pin and then just bend it to 90 degrees. So it looks like this. Okay, so then when you've done that, you're going to need to trim the end off. So you'll need your wire cutters. And you want to leave roughly a centimetre. So hold on to the end of your pin with two fingers. Use your pliers with the other hand, and that stops the waste flying off across the room. Then take your round nose pliers and begin to just turn the loop into the top of the bead. It's quite tricky doing it far away from me for the camera, so I'll show you a couple of times. So there's one. So we'll do that again. So bead onto the pin, bend it to 90 degrees, trim to roughly a centimetre, and then using your round nose pliers, hold on to the end of the pin, hold on to the end of the pin and just roll. Okay, and that will create your loop for you. And then you can just give it a bit of a squeeze with the pliers to make sure everything's nice and flat. So I've got one bead left, so I'll show you one last time. Pop the bead onto the pin with your flat nose pliers, bend at 90 degrees, take your wire cutters, leave roughly a centimetre, take the round nose pliers, and then from the end you're just going to roll your loop. Okay. So once you've done that, gather all your beads together. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There should be 2 more somewhere. Oh yep, there's 8. I've lost one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It was hiding. So now you're going to take your beads and work out how you want to arrange them. So I'm going to just sort of try and alternate dark and light. And then I'm going to join them together with jump rings. So for jump rings you need 2 pairs of pliers, and then what you're going to do is you're going to twist the jump ring open like that. If you pull it open like this, you won't get it back neatly. So then you're just going to pop your bead onto each one and close the pliers. So that now the 2 beads are joined together. So I have one more bead to join on now, so I'm just going to do that, and then once we've joined all our beads together we'll be adding our clasp. So if you've enjoyed this video so far, make sure you give us a like and tell us what you enjoyed in the comments. And don't forget that we would love to see some photos of your finished projects on social media. And you can find us on Facebook, and our tag is @GeorgeCraftsBlog. And we're on Instagram @George_crafts. And it would be fantastic to see some of you over there getting involved with us. Otherwise, if you want to see more of our content, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on post notifications by clicking the bell icon underneath this video, and you'll get notified every time we release a new video. So I'm just going to check that this is going to be roughly the right size. So it's a little small. So what I'll do is I'll add another bead. So I always like to check that before I finish off, just in case I do need to do any more additions. So I'm just going to choose a bead. That's quite an interesting one. We'll go with that one. I'm just going to move those to the side. And I'll recap how to turn those loops one more time. So we need a pin, we need a bead. Slide the bead onto the pin. Take your flat nose pliers and then bend the pin to 90 degrees. So it looks like this. Then take your wire cutters and trim the end of the pin to roughly 1 centimetre, and then use your round nose pliers to turn that loop. So just roll the pliers around and form your loop. I've managed to make a bit of a mess of mine. So we'll start again. So take your pin, pop the bead onto the end, use your pliers to turn the pin to 90 degrees. Use your wire cutters to cut the pin down to size and use your round nose pliers to turn that loop. This pin looks like it's a little bit loose actually, so we'll just adjust it. And now we're going to turn our loop. So I've got hold of the end of the pin and we're just going to roll our pliers round. When we can't turn our hand anymore, loosen the pliers and drop them back towards you, and then keep rolling until the loop is closed. Okay, and then you end up with a loop like that. So now I'm going to take another jump ring, two pairs of pliers, open the jump ring, pop my bead and my project onto the jump ring, take the pliers again and just twist the ring closed. So now all I need to do to finish it is pop my lobster claw on the end. So I have one more jump ring, which I'm going to hold with my pliers, and throw across the desk. So I'm going to hold my pliers, open the jump ring, take my project, pop on the clasp, take my pliers, and then close the jump ring. Okay, so that's our bracelet finished. And it's ready to wear or to give to somebody, or even sell on your stalls if you do sell your crafts. I'm more than happy for you to copy my designs and sell them on, because there's only so many bracelets you can wear, am I right? So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.